My name's Javawocky. I've been doing pack openings and supporting my local LGS for quite a while now with regards to Flesh and Blood. I'm kind of pushing my community locally. I met Dozer through the videos, just like pretty much everyone's watching. The thing that kind of weirded me out whenever I first started looking into like what you can get is they're 10 card packs, so it's a little bit of a different setup than what we're used to, especially on the older stuff. Um, so far, like the thing that I've noticed is Crucible gives us a lot of like tools that we don't have access to since we haven't gotten like very much of the first edition print runs. So like you're gonna see a lot of cards that are just random and not really something that you're used to seeing. Like for example, like Ninja Tornado Tempo, fantastic in Ira Blitz decks. You don't get it in what's it called and Welcome to Wrath, from what I understand. Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. Oh, gotcha. Yep. Just a couple quick and easy. Yeah, that's one of my favorite cards is the Towering Titan. I just absolutely love that thing. But Bravo's always fun to play. Let's see if we get anything exciting. Yeah, what happened was, oh, there we go. Foil Kadachi. That's always a fun thing to get. And then first Rimblade card. Gotta love those. Um, One thing that's I've noticed in this set is you're gonna get a lot of like tools that you need if you're like myself and you build a shit ton of decks. Sorry about the French. Sorry if you need to bleep that out. Um, these packs are just gonna give us a lot of tools that we've been missing if you're not the type of person who wants to just go and build decks based off of like singles and stuff like that you've purchased online. Gotcha. Yep. Majestic. I keep almost calling them mythics every single time. Don't know if you do the same thing. Gotcha. Yeah, I say mana all the time, like pitch for 3 mana or its converted mana cost is just out of habit. Since I've been judging in Magic for a while, for my LGS, I'm not necessarily making the full switch over to this game, but this game always okay. First Majestic, and it's a foil Courage Bladehold. Yeah. Yep, this is actually the card that I wanted out of this because Bolton Bolton seems good with this. Give me a moment, I'm gonna grab some sleeves real quick. Do you do, product plugs at all for, like, things that you enjoy? Gotcha. Yeah, no, the only reason I was asking is, yes. So, I don't know, are you like me where you're like double sleeve everything, everything needs to be kept pristine type of situation whenever it's anything that's, like, valuable or something that you wanna use continuously? So these guys right here, Gamegenic, they do a double sleeving kit. Literally, it's double sleeves and normal size sleeves. The quality is equivalent to like Katana. I've been playing with those. And mind you, these I just got this out of the loose 6 packs that they threw at me for buying 2 boxes. Yeah. Well, that's not even a legendary though, that's the thing, is that's a majestic. Yeah, the foil majestics even. So just so a norm like right now, I know that money's not everything, but a normal one of these, non-foil right now on TCG Player goes for like about 75. The foil still goes for like 150. So it's a sick pull. Yeah, the chain lightning was the other majestic. I do apologize. It wasn't the first majestic. So I've gotten 2 majestics in 6 packs. People have been talking online about like the pull rates not being that high, blah blah blah. I'm like, it seems like it's pretty good so far. Or my luck's retarded, one of the two. Yep. Unfortunate. Yeah. You want to see these over in the foil slot. Oh no, no. What I was saying is you want to see these, the heroes over in the foil slot. Because people want those foil heroes. Wow. 3 packs in a row, 3 majestics, just got a mangle. Another one. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about your Prism deck last night. I mean, 2 scary decks are Brute and what's it called? Guardian. So seeing like big hitter cards like that, just here. So yeah, it puts a -1/-1 counter, so it dents the armor. That's just really good in general. So correct me if I'm wrong. Even if a card has like a -1/-1 counter, unless it has the break it whenever it has -1/-1 counters on it, it still just stays in play, right? So here, no. So this is actually something I wanted to talk about. So you can get the mirrored ones in the rare slot. That way you have left and right. Funniest thing about the rare versions are actually cheaper than the on specifically Bolton Sabers. The rare versions for the opposite hand are actually cheaper than the main hand. So a little tip for the Bolton players out there: if you're trying out Sabers and you want to spend $4 as opposed to like $10, little quick little budget chip. Um, but yeah, no, unfortunately. Mhm. Yeah. One thing I would always do whenever I'm buying my singles is I just do a random Google search. I've bought cards from Canada, had them shipped over to one of my buddies that lives up there, and then whenever I go see him, pick them up. Since I go up to Canada basically like once a month, just for work purposes. And you can find some really sick deals up in Canada. Just the weird thing is obviously the conversion rate. You got to keep your eye on that. Like one thing that I noticed was like kind of like weird for some people is like you'll see like a box for $300 US, $300, and you're thinking it's US, but it's actually Canadian, and it'll be like a first edition box that whenever you do the conversions, like 212, 213, and it's like 50, $60 less than American, and you can get it shipped for $20. I mean, you can't really complain on that. Yeah. So we're gonna go to the first full box. Keep that pack. Yeah. Yeah. 6 packs. 6 packs, got a foil majestic out of it, and then 2 other majestics. I feel bad for whoever else gets packs out of that box. Oh man. Yeah, what they did, like I said, I know a lot of people have been talking about this on YouTube, how distribution got cut for a lot of places. Um, the whole, like, I didn't get my full order was kind of a little bit of my own doing. I ran a learn how to play day for, people in my locals just to, try to teach how to people how to play. And apparently, because my LGS was giving a discount on if you bought one of each box coming with the Crucible pack, if you went to that learn to play day, um, 10 people bought 4 boxes, like all 4 of the boxes. So they bought one of each, and that created a situation where what started off on like 8 of us getting a pre-order was now all of a sudden 20 of us getting pre-order stuff. So they just did not have enough content. Yeah. I So like the first whenever I first started like looking into this game, it was with Monarch. Like a lot of people, they just started playing because the Blood 6 came out. It was really easy to get in. My LGS started carrying this game with Monarch. Um, what ended up happening with me was I was just like super into this game for a long time, playing on Tabletop Simulator, and all of a sudden now there's a bunch of product flooding in, and we couldn't find Crucible. So I haven't so like when this first thing came out, like on Tabletop Simulator, I always played Dorinthia. Um, so that was a card I really wanted to have is this one right here, and I can never get my hands on it, nor could I justify throwing at the time, I think it was like $160 at a Majestic when I could instead buy 2 boxes. And like I said earlier, I have a little bit of an addiction to cardboard crack. So, well, apparently not you, because you only buy, like, what, 1 box that Uh-huh, just like on the Discord. I think you mean to say 1 case per set. Yep. Well, quicken, and then probably not. Then this thing, I'm still laughing because like, we were talking about this last night. Obviously not useful in Prism, but still sitting around, like, $9, $10 even after this set. It's absolutely ridiculous because you right? That's like my thought process is maybe like 2, $3. I think a part of that is back when this game first came out and it was still just Welcome to Wrath. That was what everyone was playing. You could only get this inside the starter decks, and then the starter decks were like gone. There's just none of them. And then you have places like Team Covenant playing and then talking about how good this card is. And it just I remember watching like whenever I was just like, maybe I want to buy into this game. Maybe it's something I actually want to invest in. I just remember watching the stream where some of the stock go from like $2, $3, $5, $7, and then right before Crucible came out, I think the last listing I looked at was like a $13 card. I'm just like, why? Like, the thing that made me go seriously why was right before Crucible came out. I don't know if your LGS had the same thing, but um, LSS said that you could essentially just write into them, and then they would send you the IRA decks for your store. You didn't even have to like prove anything. You just had to set up an event. My LGS got 10 IRA starter decks just thrown at them, and the IRA 2-player mat. So I'm just like, why is this a rare card? Because you get 3 of them in each one. Yeah. So it's just like, yep. Yeah, I'm feeling really dumb because I just literally bought I don't know why I did it like ahead of getting multiple boxes of Crucible, but I just bought all the ninja cards from this set. Some fun cards. Let's see. Oh, nice. Yeah, this is a meaty card. What the heck? Sorry, I'm just kind of nerding out. So I'm noticing this. The normal rares don't have the heft as the Brudging Bighorn, and I wonder if I wonder if they're just using a different yeah, they're using the different print facilities, aren't they? Yeah, this is the new US print facility. Yeah, I don't know if you can yeah, unfortunately, the camera's not showing it. People will notice this whenever they go in. The foils are, like, drastically thicker. I know that you get a foil in every single pack, but I'm wondering if, like, that's gonna affect playability, if that makes sense, because like, you can feel the difference. It's actually the my experience right here just now was it's actually the opposite way around. These are a lot thicker, and I'm just testing it out on the Towering Titan that we got earlier. Yeah, the foils are a little bit thicker. And yeah, that's something that you always worry about. Well, I mean, especially for myself coming from Magic, I mean, your foil cards turn into tacos in about 4 minutes. So, like, I know that you were, like, all talking about, like, "Oh, yeah, I foiled out my entire Prism deck," like, being a Magic, like, competitive player, that's where my heart lies for the majority of my gameplay. The idea of foiling out a deck hurts now because just you can't keep them in good quality at all, and it just hurts my soul. Yeah, I mean, that being said, LSS has always been, like, really good on quality, for things. Did I Yep, I did that earlier. Yeah. Well, so the thing that I've noticed, the foiling, it almost feels like they've done multiple prints on the same thing because you can see the foiling does actually extend throughout the entire card. You got that foil line there, foiling here. I don't know if it's the same on all the newer cards, but even like around the border on the name is foiled. On the Crucible down here at the bottom, all the copper around um, the actual like text boxes is foiled out. There's a lot of foiling on the new cards, and it's the same. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know if that's something that they've changed since Monarch, but like literally, like it's gonna be hard to see it, but literally, basically, the entire artwork is foiled. Like there you go, you can kind of see it now on these ones. Everything is foiled. Yeah, yeah. That's hopefully what they're doing is they're trying to make the foiling pop a bit more because like that's one complaint I heard from people on this game whenever I was demoing it for them, that some of the foils are just super muted and you can't really even tell that they're foil whenever you're looking at them. Yeah. So I'll speed up a little bit because we're talking a lot and oh, gotta love these. Oh man, if I crack, no, unfortunately, if I got a foil copper, I'd be very happy. One of these days, I'm going. If I pull it, especially, I'm going to build a merchant deck to play with you. Nice. Plasma Purifier is a fantastic card. First majestic of this box. So that's always a good feel. Have you play tested much against Ash? How do you feel on her? All of the hits. All of the hits. Gotcha. Mhm. Mm. Yeah. So, how do you feel about redliner decks with Azalea? Because I think this is the next deck I'm gonna be, building into mainly because of Aria. I cannot wait to see what we get on the next set of, ranger cards. Right? Yeah. So, there was a really interesting video I was watching the other day, that was talking about how, God, what's it called? What's the name of the place that we're going to? Aria, duh, my brain is blanking. Is tied to the seasons, and you can kind of see it in the box art how you have like the three different seasons. You have winter, summer, and spring represented by red, blue, and green on the artworks. And they were wondering, they were like speculating that we may see a connection to the seasons on the talent system, which was really kind of a cool idea, and almost like we could potentially have heroes that go through the different seasons, which would be really cool because they Legend Cersei is like committed to us that we're gonna have a really nice draft experience on this next set. Another majestic, nice. Yep, and then here's our first Centauri Saber. Gonna be building that Bolton deck later on, and then running it at your Prism stupidity that we built. Damn it! Uh, got another majestic. Not gonna lie, that's pretty gross. That would Yeah, that would be kind of that'd be kind of heart crushing. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm still a little bit giddy about these 2. Yeah. Well, there's legendaries in this set, aren't there? Yeah. Mhm. So, from what I understand, there've been people from LSS who have been talking about that, so hopefully we see it in Tales of Aria. Yeah. Which that will be seeing use, definitely. Oh, another chain lightning, just like earlier. Um, yeah. I mean, to be fair, like legendary equipments are basically at the current time only about like a 10-15% upgrade over like the common equipments, which admittedly is a huge benefit in competitive play. But like if you're just playing at your local LGS, I don't think you should feel like you ever need to have any sort of legendaries. So for yeah, it's a foil somersault. This I would actually pay $9 for. It was just one of those, yeah, throwbacks to earlier. Nice. The the thing I used to run before footsteps was actually time skippers. Just getting those 2 extra action points, and then I also would run, one to two copies of the what's it called? The get two action point potion. I back whenever I was still learning how to play Prism properly, getting those extra action points I thought was very important so that I can continue attacking. Because, mind you, I also did not have Luminars from any of my boxes. I was given that from a friend who was like, "You're struggling right now. Here you go. Enjoy a $5 card." I was like, "Oh, thanks." Well, it wasn't foil. It was just like a normal Luminaris. Really? Ah, I owe that guy a beer. Oh, there he is, Gavdeen. I was hoping to crack this one so that I could build a stupid deck to run against that prison thing that we did. It was silly Cavdeen. Because once again, young hero, 20 health, class constructed, do something super stupid and just see what happens. So out of curiosity, so yeah, no, I mean this alone makes that box. I mean, I'm paid $70 for this thing, and this probably is worth more than that. um, so just out of curiosity, because like if I remember correctly, whenever I read Cavdeen, it causes loss of life, right? So yeah, so because you don't take damage, bypasses Prism's shields. That is an interesting idea for anti-Prism tank pack. Sounds very stupid to say. uh, yeah. Yep. 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 I still don't understand why people are running this. Do you have any idea? Apparently people are running this thing. Yeah. Yeah, I've been curious as to why people run it because I could not for the life of me figure it out whenever I was building my Aria deck or Blitz. It seems kind of not correct. Did I do that again? Yeah, I did do that again, didn't I? No, we're just the next arrow attack gets +3. Defense reactions cannot be played against this chain link. Go again. Yeah, might have to build a ranger deck and see if I can throw it at another one of the Zephyr needles. This time the opposite needle. Yeah, the mirror needle. Yep. I actually really love this card, not because of like what it does, but just that artwork is amazing. Yeah. Um, there was a play mat, I think, of this artwork, and I want to say it was like $400 on eBay because people are weird. Have you gotten yourself any play mats from this game yet? The yeah, yeah, $20. Eats play mats, $24. Call it good. Yeah, if you ever want the zones to get yeah, if you ever want the zones added to it, just let me know and I'll help Photoshop stuff. Yeah, for more money. Literally all they're doing and just like I posted that picture in the Discord. Literally all they're doing is they're adding an overlay and then sizing it. It's 2 seconds of work. So if you make them yeah, if you make them subtle enough, I really like it. So we've gotten so much of this. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't gotten a foil hero yet, which is sad, but I can understand, like, the first edition ones were going for, like, $100, I think, something ridiculous like that. Yeah, it's a foil meet and greet, which I I'm sorry, that's another one of those fantastic artworks. This game, LSS, just has some of the best artists. Mhm. In recent years, yeah. This is the artwork in this feels like the artwork that we saw from Magic back in, like, the original Ravnica set, cleaned up with modern techniques. That's, like, how I feel, honestly, about, like, the artwork that we're seeing in this game. This game's artwork is just gorgeous. Like, they I are you in Mhm. Well, Pitfall Trap, maybe gotta try that. Last last night when we were talking about that other deck, and you're like, "Oh, yeah, this card, Demolition Squad." I'm like, "What card?" I had no memory of that card even existing, and I honestly think it's because I just wanted to blank that artwork out of my mind. Yeah. No, unfortunately. I wish it was a foil Void's. Yeah, no. It's literally the first card in the pack, so I was just looking at something. Oh, there's our first foil hero. Foil KO. That's gonna be nice. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's actually worth what they used to be. The foil because he is a chaotic pile of nonsense, and they just had to be quirky, I guess. Why are they 19? Is he really? I've never played Benji in any sort of build whatsoever just because it's Benji. I love his character. Like I love the character Benji. I cannot stand the card Benji. Like if you look at the lore and stuff. Have you read the lore book? Yeah, the lore book is fantastic if you get a chance to read it. There's like PDFs of it online everywhere because to buy the actual one, it's like everything else in this game, $300. Yeah. They really need to. Well, literally, so from what I remember, I haven't actually don't quote me on this. You apparently had to have like a game store and they would send you one. And it was a promotional piece of like promotional goods that as soon as like it started hitting game stores, people were like, "Can I buy that?" And then game stores started going, "Well, how much?" And then like because people are at the time buying $300 freaking booster boxes of first edition, they started going online for like 250, 300. Another majestic, nice. So we're down to our last two packs on this first box. Just for Majestics alone, one, two, three, four, five, six. We had these two before we started. So six and a foil Majestic. So that's a really good box if you ask me, just because usually from what I understand, you're only gonna get like between 4 to 6, somewhere in there, and six is on the high side. Like correct me if I'm wrong, like that I don't know if you know anything about that. Yeah. Well, so there's 10 cards a pack, so the commons are actually a little bit harder to get, because there's just less commons in the packs. That being said, the rares and the foils, it's the same as in Monarch. So you're always gonna get 2 and a foil. You're not guaranteed to get an equipment. Obviously, this pack has the equipment, Edge of Autumn. Don't know why anyone would ever play that card. It's it's bad Kadachi. Yeah, it's a two-handed Kadachi. So yeah. So last pack of the first box. Let's see if we get lucky again. Yep. Foil, another foil majestic. Yep. And then our favorite card. Lunging press, get in with Herald of Protection, blue, make a thing. Their edition. So I used to run in my Blitz deck the Pummel suite just because I was like, oh, Pummel's so good. It helps me get my things in. After watching your videos, I started running lunging presses. And I'm like, oh my god, this is so much better. Yeah. I'm just checking up on this because, like, I know that we were all talking about foil heroes on the Discord the other day. I'm checking to see how much the foil heroes are from this set now because I remember they used to be like prohibitively expensive. So first editions floating around 60 to 80 bucks, and then the normal new ones are about 20 bucks. So like that alone, like these two cards, 40 bucks out of my $70 deck box. This is a good box. Oh, yeah, and then also for my random six packs. Oh, I'm already loving the luck on this. And the Carpus units. Yeah. Yeah, just to do a little bit of a market watch because I remember looking at this and it was about $100 previously, like 140, I want to say. Right now, let's see, a normal non-foil of it is still going for 30 bucks, so it's a ton cheaper to get into that if you're wanting to play Wizard. Wizard and Blitz is just so much fun. As for the foils now, so these were $140 for just a normal first edition one. Now you can get a foil one for 90 bucks. So that's always a good feeling to see really good foil majestics coming out of a box. Especially since people were saying like, "Oh, you're not going to get anything." I don't know if I'm just like having a really awkward sample size of one right now or if this is yeah. Yeah, we're talking a bit. We had this discussion. I'm building everything. So my yeah, so mhm. Yeah, and even still, some of like the older players, we've got a couple people at my LGS that have been supporting it like since day one. They were buying first edition boxes. They didn't buy a whole lot of product because first edition boxes were just so damned expensive. And with first edition boxes just being so expensive, even if you bought into it, you're not buying a whole lot of product. Like for the same price of 2 first edition boxes of this whenever I first got into the game, I could buy 12 boxes. I'm not gonna do that. Like, as a normal player, so, like, a lot of normal players like me who have ADD and are buying a bunch of stuff and going through and still not sure exactly 100% what they wanna play, except for the fact that they have the waifu that is Prism. Um, they're gonna be able to get these boxes and finally fill in those gaps of the decks that they've been playing for the last 4 or 5 months that they just haven't wanted to buy because going online, like I was saying, Metacarpus nodes, like if you're playing Wizard, now it's 30 bucks. Before it was $140 to get your hand on this card, or like I think it was like almost $1,000 if you wanted to foil. Yeah. It's just like, what? So so my stance on like, yes, you're gonna have your hardcore players that like jump in ASAP, they go straight in and they are going to get the product that they need to finish their deck. They're gonna buy singles off of the collectors who are cracking for the cold foils. Those people are gonna have a higher price point than the people that don't care as much, who are willing to wait. Like I Monarch was 2 months later, right? Gotcha. Okay, yeah. So I started playing Monarch first edition when they came out. Um, and then the Blitz decks were like what made me go, okay, I'm playing Prism. And I told you about that silly story. Um, but yep, Zinseed. How do you feel about that card? Like it's a lot of setup. Yeah, it's a lot of setup. It's a token. It's a lot of setup for the card. And do you remember what it says? Whenever your hero be Well, so it's when Zinseed enters the battlefield, enters the arena. Sorry, I keep saying battlefield. Magic. Uh, put a bounce counter on it at the beginning of your. Oh, you good? That was it. Was I think that was my internet having a hiccup. So I do apologize for that. So you have your bounce token. At the beginning of your action phase, destroy it unless you remove a counter from it. So it sticks around for 2 turns. So like the first time it comes around, you remove the balance counter. The next time it comes around, that's when you destroy it, and it just simply prevents 1 damage from any source that would deal damage to you. So like Kodachi hits for 0, Kodachi hits for 0. Sorry, Kodachi hits for 1, Kodachi hits for. So like literally what it says is anytime a source would deal damage, you prevent 1. So yeah, so it hard destroys rune chance. Fun fact against us, the what's all the shield deals 1 and then it deals an additional arcane damage. It's not dealing 2. Oh yeah, Ode Wrath, that's the loose health. Gotcha. So yeah, that would work. The Ode Wrath would get in if it dealt damage though, right? Which it's not dealing damage. Yeah, so like I think this is good in the constructed if Prism picks up popularity. Like yeah, 2 turns of just shut down Prism from being able to do any sort of damage from its shields seems really good. Preventing like additional 1 damage sources from Kano, stuff like that. And also Kane itself deals a lot of 1 arcane. Sorry, chain. Yep. It's always a good thing to get. Yeah. Like, because we got the yeah, because like in WTR we got the oh, there's Ira. Gotta love her and any sort of blitz. I know that you do mostly classic constructed, and I've been doing blitz a lot. Massacre, nice. Gotta love brute. Um, but yeah, like what I was getting at earlier before we got distracted because of blitz and all that was WTR only gave us the foil equipment, not foil tokens. So getting these finally as foil, being able to finally foil out your whole equipment list feels good. Yep. I keep doing this. I keep accidentally sticking commons in the rear stack. Nice. Another foil. I think that's our second or third of the helix in foil. Yup. Yep. Every single box. That's our yeah, so they do come in non-foil for the equipment. I'm just apparently getting dumb luck because that's my third foil equipment. Yeah. Um I'm trying to hold it in for the YouTube video instead of running around yelling like a fucking mad. I'm like, you might be able to see I'm having trouble like sleeving. I'm shaking a bit right now because getting 3 foil majestic equipment in 2 boxes and 6 packs just freaking bonkers. Because like each one of these is basically $100. And then the boxes themselves still pay for themselves on top of it. It seems like almost because like you're still getting these. Like I was looking at the prices on these type of things. Reason I'm putting these off to the side, each one of these is like $6 each. Like that's nice. Hmm. Like I'm excited because my my best friend only recently got into this game and he said the only way I'm getting into this game is if you build me Gaston. And I was just like, what? And he's like, build me Gaston. I was like, oh, you mean Bravo? He's like, no, it's Gaston. So I'm in the current process of getting a I'll send you the artwork later on, but it's a Gaston alternate art for Bravo. So yeah, it's been entertaining watching him learn how to play this game and everything. Just bringing people into this game is one of my favorite things. And I know that you probably feel the same way. Speaking of my friend, he's gonna be happy because he's been getting annoyed that I have a foil weapon and he doesn't. Now, second, mhm. Yeah, they are super chill. Well, if you need more cracked baubles, I think I have close to 40. I am more than happy to send you a thing in the mail with cracked baubles, and then also since apparently you somehow have a lack of prism spectral shields, and I have like 40 of them. Uh-huh. How many of them do you have that have the black back on the how many do you have that have the actual back from the starter decks? Because I'm more than happy to send you those. Yeah. The other card, I've been noticing it in your I don't wanna didn't wanna say anything, but I've been noticing it in your videos too. Yeah. It's not that it's that noticeable, it's like it's something that picks up on OCD. I don't know if anyone else has had that experience. Well, no, so so what you can see is, like, the ones that have, the same back are a little bit darker yellow, it's yellow, right, that you're using? A little bit darker than the other ones, and it just drives me slightly insane. I have horrible OCD that whenever I'm not just, being a chaotic mess like I am right now, gets kinda triggered. 3rd Majestic so far. I will locate all of my same back ones for you and send them to you. Yeah. Yeah, that would be entertaining. Yeah, I don't have the, problem that you do with your sleeves because I only use black sleeves ever. So, yeah. Still though, we're definitely gonna have to make you some, promo art, prismatic shields and proxies and stuff just for jokes and giggles with people. So this box has already been insane. Like, I'm, like, sitting here going, "Well, what are we gonna get for this box? Oh, yeah, we already got it." Gravy, just gravy on top. Yeah, unfortunately. I definitely do like Brute. I'm starting to like it a lot more. Me, yes, I'm a trader. Um, nice. Real rare. Yep. Gotta say, yep. I've been hoping to get them. Um, Mainly because just you can't play the Kasai deck without Kasai. Turns out it's kind of difficult to do that, and playing her in Blitz seems like it may be fun to like just stick about with and then local. There's the foil. Another majestic, finally. So this is, if I remember correctly, this is the Zen one. No, sorry, this is the follow-up to Crane Dance. I'll figure out which one does the Zen State token later on. Um, and we'll get that sorted out. Because like I kind of want to see if that is good even against Chain, because if Ninja can potentially have a chance using that because Chain sucks and everyone plays it and it's so good. Oh, yeah, there we go. Foil copper. So we're down to our last 8 packs, so we're almost done. I know this is going a little bit long, mainly because I like rambling whenever I'm talking to somebody. So the reason it feels long to me, I guess, is I normally crack a box in like 10 minutes. I keep doing this. I keep putting commons inside the rare stack. But yeah, no, like 2 boxes I feel is like we were talking about this on the Discord. Most people who are playing this game casually, if you buy 2 boxes of unlimited of any of the stats, you're gonna get most everything that you need to play this game. Like we were talking, so they do exist. Still a $70 card on its own. So this box is bonkers. Oh, because with the breeze riders on top. Yeah, with the breeze rider on top, that is a bonkers box. Because like this is $70, breeze riders is probably another 100. So like if you're if you are playing this game and you're wanting to invest in like sell now, buy later, right now's the time because I have a feeling that these cards after videos like this are getting out are going to start to just plummet. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, like you said, do they come in non-foil? Yes. Yeah, 3 in a row, all in foil, and you're just like, "Huh, what?" Got this stack of commons next. Yeah, foil Mauvrion, which is always a fun card. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's something that took me a lot of time to get used to on this deck and this game. Getting excited about pulling a foil rare and then realizing, oh, it's the red version, not the blue version. Everyone wants the blue version. Uh, yeah, lots of little foil comes. Yep, yep. I don't care if it's any good. I just love that art. Um, we started talking about like the artwork earlier. I am hijacking like 90% of the art from this game for a D&D game that I'm playing with my friends. And it is just so much fun. Like the theme of Wraith is just so good. Like I have the lore book, I've read the lore book, I've started playing it with people. Foil Mangle, that's always a good thing. See, let me just throw that in because it is a foil majestic. Right? I mean, that's our fifth foil majestic. Yeah, fifth foil majestic because we had the Cokes. That's 2 foil majestics from each box, by the way. That's a lot. That's a lot more than what people were expecting, I think. Because like right now we're at 5 from this box. We're at 5 normal majestics, including the courage, and then yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, sorry, the glare's pretty hardcore. Let me move that back over to here so people can see it a little bit better. But yeah, the people were complaining about pull rates of this set, and like people were like talking like curb your enthusiasm, don't get too excited when you're cracking your boxes. It's not gonna be like a legendary in each box. Finally got that beast within that we've been talking about, and a mandible claw, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 majestics once again. So last box we got yeah, we got 6 majestics and 2 foil majestics in the last box that has held out to this box, which is insane. Yep. One pack left. I always hold, yeah, sorry about that. I always hold one pack aside just in case. So we haven't gotten a legendary. It's possible to get a legendary. I got half of a case. If it's even if it's not Shiana, dear God, if it is a freaking tunic, I'm going to lose my absolute shit. Nope. Foil Dawnblade. Yeah, still good, but oh, that means the like I feel good about this and I feel bad about this at the same time. Like I didn't get a legendary, assuming that the 1 per case thing holds. That most people are experiencing. The other 2 boxes for my case went to 2 of those 10 new people that I was talking to you about earlier. And like I'm still not complaining because I did really freaking good. I hope to God that this case actually had a legendary in it. And one of those new guys is yeah, and that one of these new guys is just at home right now going absolutely bonkers because they just opened a legendary in their first box of what's it called? Flesh and Blood. Because like that was my experience. I first here, I'll go grab it. Yeah, first pack ever was the skull cap for me. I still can't believe that. Like first pack ever, I wanted to play Wizard whenever I first bought product, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I want to play Wizard, Unlimited, Arcane Rising, buy a box. First pack is the stinking Arcanite skull cap, and I'm just like, is this any good? Because I knew about legendaries, and I was just like, Oh, it's a generic legendary, and like in my head, like because I hadn't done a whole lot of research, I was just playing with friends on Tabletop Simulator. I was like, I knew it's good. Like I knew people ran it. I saw it like all the time on YouTube videos, and I was like, I did not realize this was a $300 card that I just opened. Uh but yeah, no, fantastic pulls. Honestly, if you don't get yourself a Crucible box after seeing this, I'm gonna still be judging you a tiny bit. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you Yep. Overall, phenomenal boxes. We ended up getting between the six normal packs because like that makes me feel like those six normal packs weren't that abnormal, if that makes sense. Based off of what we just cracked. Because like the six normal packs were these were the Majestics out of it, and six is a quarter of a box. Yes, we got lucky, but I don't think we were that abnormally lucky on those six packs, which means like even if you don't have a whole lot of money, this set just seems like it's packed chock full of like potentially amazing pulls, like like a majestic foil just out of nowhere. You just yeah, all two of you. Every Bolton player, every Dorinthia player, you need one of these. I swear to God. Yeah, I 100% believe that the reason we got these polls is because we're doing it on your YouTube video. You know, Schrodinger's, yeah, Schrodinger's, what's it called, booster box. It's not good until you record it for a video. And then, yeah, and then everyone starts saying, yeah, and then everyone starts saying something like.